let's come back to Ghana. Let's talk. I mean, there are a lot of new and budding artists, you know, on the scene. I mean, saw quite a number of them at the VGMs. I mean, you know, also trying to push through and making waves. I mean, you saw people like Black Sherif, you know, and co. Well, what do you make of the new crop of artists, you know, who are out there now, trying to follow in your footsteps and, you know, the footsteps of others in the industry?
Well, I'm very, very, very honored and grateful, because when you take it from this perspective, you realize that once upon a time, from 2009, I have been a new artist coming up from that time. And you can count the number of years it has been now that we're still here representing and pushing. So I think it's the best for an industry. A growing industry is one that produces more and more and more artists, and also, you know, eulogizes its legends and those who have been setting the path and setting the trends, so that the old and the new can actually forge together to make things happen and represent for the country, you know. So I'm really happy for everybody who's pushing and working, and we all know the name you've mentioned, especially is young.
What do you mean?
Is doing massive, you know.
What do you think of his music? People say his music is one way or one dimensional. Let me put. I mean, some critics have said that he needs to display a bit of dynamism and all of that. What do you make of all of these comments?
I think I leave that to the critics. I am not a critic. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. I'm a fellow creative, you know, person. So I leave it to the critics to enjoy their opinions. All I care about is for them to actually, you know, make constructive criticism. So what they're saying could be, you know, is also laudable. It's a laudable submission. But I believe as an artist, your style is your style. You can only continue to produce in that manner. If you're a farmer and you produce yam, it's yam. Whether the yam comes achia, you know, we just have to enjoy it. And I think I think that these critics are, most of them who know very well, actually do give some constructive criticisms that help to guide the artist. And few of them who just say things from personal observations and personal feelings also add to destroying, you know, a growing career. So that's what I would just beg, that we actually study the game and come across with it nicely, so that it doesn't be like you're tearing somebody down, because we are all growing, you know.
Would you love to do a collaboration with Black Sherif?
I mean, I'll say he's my youth, because these are 19, 20-year-olds, and we've been here for a while, though we're not that old. I think from the beginning, when he dropped the first song, was it second or first sermon?
First sermon.
I was in New York. with a few Jamaican friends, you know, who wanted to do a collaboration, you know, to feature him on a song. That's where I actually got the opportunity to link up and, you know, and tell him about it, and really didn't hear anything from that end. But you know, I'm good. Collaborations would come. Different teams are working on different things, and I think that's just what it is.
Okay.
Right now, my focus is actually looking beyond the shores, mainly, you know, so
beyond the shores of Ghana, mainly, to get a lot more international acts.